In today's business building quick tip for entrepreneurs, I'd like to discuss a situation that I continually run across when I start consulting with a brand new customer, especially if we're sharing screens and doing work together back and forth on each other's computer. And that is the fact that most people have no control over the speed of their computer. So today I'm going to show you and literally give you step by step how to speed up your computer in 3 simple steps. These are the core fundamentals. These are not simple little tricks. Again, core fundamentals. So follow this process. I've been doing this at least for the last 10 or 12 years to my computers, and it works wonderfully well, and it literally solves all the problems you could ever have. Step 1 is really based on you having a Windows-based computer. Mac computers are different and typically don't have these types of problems, but Windows-based computers get very clogged down with a lot of programs that try to take up all of the initial memory and RAM and load themselves into the computer. So what we're going to do is unload all of these programs, because all of the programs you have don't need to be loaded or started until you're ready to use them. So again, for Windows-based computers, what you do is you click the Windows Start menu, and then in the search programs or files box, type this word, all one word, lowercase, msconfig, msconfig. And then what you'll do is a little box will open up, a window will open up, and it will give you the ability to choose Selective Startup on the radio button, and then the Startup tab. And then what you'll want to do is disable all programs that are loading on your computer. You don't need any of them to load initially. Click Apply and then restart your computer. And what this does, like I said, is it unloads all of the programs. Now, one thing could happen. You could disable all programs and you might lose some things like your Wi-Fi or your internet or your sound. And that's no big deal, because you can go back through and do this exact same process I told you and go down the list and choose your sound card or your Wi-Fi or your internet, and they'll simply come right back on. But it's important to kind of disable everything at first and get rid of everything, because not every time is your Wi-Fi or your internet or your sound loading into the programs. So typically I just disable everything right up front. That will speed up your computer massively just doing that. However, here's the next step. Step 2. Again, 99% of the problems can be solved by step number 1. But the very next thing you need to do is install the antivirus software called AVG. That's at avg.com. It's antivirus software. It's the best option. I've been using it literally, like I said, for at least the last 10 or 15 years. And before that, when I used other antivirus programs, I always got a virus because of the way they're designed. They're commercially somewhat of a scam. However, the AVG is not that. I've never had a problem with it and never had a virus in the last 12, 15 years since I've been using it. And then go ahead and run a complete scan on your computer. The nice thing about AVG is it runs automatically in the background, takes care of all viruses, puts them in a vault, and doesn't give you a bunch of warnings like the other antivirus software programs. It just does what it's supposed to do, and you don't have to deal with it. And finally, step 3, if you're having any sort of extensive problems after that, you'll want to install any commercially available malware software tool, and then go ahead and scan and delete all malware on your computer. Those 3 things are the only 3 things I've ever had to do to fix anybody's computer or to get my own running back in the day when I did not know these types of things. So those 3 things, follow those steps, you'll have a massively faster computer, and you'll be able to operate your business online without all of the headaches of a slow computer, malware, and virus problems. You just won't have it if you do what I've said here in these 3 steps. So that's it. I'll see you in the next video. To get access to all of my helpful business building videos, simply move your mouse down below the video, and just underneath the published on date, you'll see a link that comes directly to my website, and you can get access by clicking that now. I'll see you on the other side.